Welcome to Lucky to Be Here, the podcast where we take a deep breath, slow down, and get honest about how lucky we are to be alive, talking and listening to each other right here, right now. I'm your host, Sarah, and this show is a public exercise in gratitude, a way to pause and notice the little and big reasons that make life worth living. Each episode, I'll be chatting with friends, strangers, experts, scholars, and just about anyone who has a story to share. I'm here to explore what it means to be lucky to fucking be here. We'll dig into the messiness of life, trauma, joy, survival, and everything in between, and find meaning in the moments that connect us all. So buckle up for some honest, sometimes gritty conversations. And fair warning, I cuss a lot. And there's definitely going to be some stuff that might not be suitable for all ears. So every episode might not be for everyone. Take care of yourself when listening. What is up, y'all? It's early as fuck in the morning right now. Toddler life. It's actually like mid-morning to me right now. It's like 8 a.m. My Christmas tree's still up. It's my little beacon of hope in this crazy ass fucking time. Crazy fucking world that we live in. All of these things are going to be, all these episodes will be relevant no matter when you're listening. I hope, truly, because they'll all be fucking random. So, but it's February 2nd, 2025. Yeah, dude. There's really all you have to say, I feel like, to understand the weight of the time that we're in right now. And yeah, leave your fucking Christmas tree up, dude. Fuck. Okay? Leave your Christmas tree up. If it makes you fucking happy, I leave my Christmas tree up all year. It's something I started like really just recently, out of laziness, but also when I first had my daughter, because it's like the perfect lighting, you know? And yeah, so I just leave it up all year. You change I hang little Easter eggs on it in the spring, Easter eggs and flowers, and little animals, and I leave that kind of like through the summer, the flowers in the summer and shit like that. And then we'll go outside, we'll pick natural leaves to hang on it, pine cones to put on it in the fall, and then, obviously in Christmas, and hearts and pink stuff and Valentine's, and yeah, it's just fucking fun, and I don't care. And it's fucking, where we're at, okay, in the history of the world. So yeah, leave your fucking Christmas tree up, dude, if it makes you happy. And mine makes me really, really happy. Yeah. But today I'm gonna just start recording episodes when I feel myself getting too stuck. Not too stuck, but when I feel myself even start to slip towards stuck towards negativity, or towards, I don't even want to say negativity, because sometimes I feel like people are like when you are paying attention to what's being perpetrated around you in the world, people are like, you're so negative. And it's like, I mean, I get it. We don't want to have our heads buried in those stories all the time. We don't want to have our chest tightened by headlines day in, day out, 24/7, which that's what it's fucking been. I get that. But I also think it's so silly to quite literally bury your head in the sand and just not be aware. So I think it's such a fine balance, such a fine tightrope walk right now that we all need to be doing, of educating ourselves and staying alert, while also just understanding what is and isn't in our control. I think that's the biggest thing for me. Yeah, but I'm gonna start just recording episodes when I feel myself leaning a little bit towards doomsday-y, and I want to be more towards, obviously, hopeful, but a grounded hopefulness, a preparedness. Yeah. So I was thinking just today about how silly these really loud voices on either end of the spectrum seem to me. I think that in my day-to-day life, and I don't know how many people agree, but I think in my day-to-day life, the majority of the people that I run into, that I interact with, lies somewhere in the middle, lies somewhere in an abundance of truths harvested from both sides of the spectrum, both camps. So it be in the American political climate, and so it's just so silly to me. I was thinking about how those super loud voices on either end, I was like, I wonder if they think that these people that they wear across their chests and on their crowns, on their heads, and that they have this undying tether to in their heart. Like, do they think those people or groups are coming to save them? Because those groups share a locker room, so to speak. Those groups share resources and are two heads of the same coin, two heads of the same dragon, two heads of the same beast. And it's just like, you think they're gonna save you because of your undying allegiance? Do you think that that's gonna matter, like, to them, either of them? And it doesn't. And the people who are gonna save you, like, who are the people that are coming to save you? Who are the people? It's not the government, you guys. It's really not. It's your neighbors. It's your friends. And we've been intentionally separated and divided from them. Like, think about it truly. And logistically. Like, we have been intentionally programmed to live completely separate lives. We live very close to one another. Like, very close to one another. Even in the Midwest, where we have like side lawns, and it seems like we're so far apart compared to places like New York City and Chicago. Like, we live so close to one another, and we live so far apart. Our lives remain so far apart. And that's partly, yeah, you could just say that's just like a development of the world. That's just a way of the world. But it wasn't until a certain point in history. Community was always, neighborliness was always a well-integrated part of society, a very prevalent part of society, this human interaction aspect. And we all know it has been, I'm not going to say entirely stripped, because we all have free will. We all have free will of how we use technology and how we absorb that into our lives or don't. It's all a balance. And I love technology. I think it's an amazing tool. I think it's something everyone needs to educate themselves on. Not to say, I don't wear a smartwatch, I don't have I have a smartphone, I have a Peloton, but I don't have like crazy devices and use all these AI features or voice to chat features and things like that. It's just like, because I've educated myself on technology and because I welcome it openly into my life. And to welcome something openly means that, like, you are able to set the boundaries because you are in charge of the relationship, I guess. But yeah, so it is a choice, and it's a choice that you at any point in time can change or alter in any way. But it has been something, it's been less emphasized in general society these last couple decades or so. And that's just true. That's just a fact of the matter. But it's not just about computers and tech. It's also about just, I mean, that is the way of the world. But it's about things like not being able, not even being comfortable, not knowing your neighbors. Like, if there was an emergency, how many people, it's just about division for situations like the current political climate as well. Because like I said, it's like, what do you think that these people you're writing so hard for, or these organizations you're writing so hard for, you think they're gonna come save you personally? You think they know you exist or that they care? They don't, because you're just a pawn to them. And they've helped to destroy or erase or subvert any sort of relationship building for you and for us outside of them. It's just like all eyes are on these groups and organizations. They're the root of your friend groups that you have. They're the root. I can't tell you how many people I meet and I don't know their political affiliations. Like, I don't know their political affiliations. I don't fucking care. It doesn't come up and I don't fucking ask. And maybe I'm putting myself on blast for that, but I mean, I like, there are some people, if it does come up for me, that's a red flag. If it comes up in either direction, like, that's a red fucking flag for me. And I think if you get to know someone, you'll get to see how they truly are as a person. And that's what I take more seriously, is like my personal relationships. I don't have very many of these like friendships or huge groups that I interact with, because it takes me a very long time to develop a relationship that's genuine and true, and where I fully understand a human being enough to make a decision, about them based on their actions. And very few times, very, very, very few times has it been politics that has changed a relationship for me. It's quite literally just been the actions of people. But anyways, that was kind of a tangent. But our neighbors, like, are the people around us, those are the people that are coming to help us. Those are the people that would be there to help us and will be there to help us should we ever need anything. And there's just so much division. There's just so much division, and I just felt the need to point out, like, then they're not coming, these organizations and groups and government agencies are not coming to save us. They don't care. This is, like, this, America is one of the largest governments in the world and one of the most powerful governments in the world because of how much money. And it's like, this doesn't happen by accident. So I think, like, that's another thing that I want to say is, like, this doesn't happen by accident across the world. In any country that it fucking happens in, it never happens by accident. It's not by accident. It's 100% the way the entire governmental system is designed. The entire democracy, quote unquote, that we have today, this is how it's designed to work. And I think more people, we need to start thinking about that more. And stop thinking, oh, well, in the next 4 years, if we just vote for such and such, they'll save us and it'll really be the upswing and it'll really... No. No, it won't. Like, no, it fucking won't. Because they are left leg, right leg of the same fucking monster. And it doesn't matter. They don't need us to pick either party. It doesn't fucking matter. They just need us to continue to buy in to that system that they've created. Left leg, right leg, it doesn't matter. They're taking a step forward every time we buy into those systems and rely less on the systems that we have the power to create by ourselves. We can create entire ecosystems by ourselves, communities by ourselves. We're human beings. It naturally fucking happens. Like, we're not fucking Neanderthals, and we will not revert back to Neanderthals. Like, that's not how genetics works. And like, humans will naturally fall into communities and societies and different groups. And now I'm not saying that those groups won't be very fucking interesting. I'm not saying that there wouldn't be like damage, but we don't need as much government hand-holding as people fucking think we do. You don't need the government. You don't need anybody to tell you. You don't fucking need me. You don't need your fucking mom. You don't need your fucking friends. You don't have to think the same as your fucking friends. Like, you don't need anyone to tell you what to do or how to think. Think of the shit that you would naturally do. If you were left to your own devices, what would you do? What would you do? If you were left to your own fucking devices, what would you do? 9 out of 10 of us, it would be normal shit. It would be normal fucking shit. And by normal shit, I mean you would just live your fucking life. You would hang out with your friends, hang out with your loved ones, make sure you're provided for. And I think so much fear in that concept lies in the propaganda we've been fed of there's a lack. There's a lack, you guys. There's not enough. There's not enough. There's not enough for everybody. That's a fucking lie. Like, that's a fucking lie. That's a fucking lie. There are enough homes for everyone in the world. There are enough homes, and we don't have to say the world, but there are. But there are enough homes for everyone in the country. There does not have to be a single fucking person without food or shelter in America. Are you fucking joking me? But there is. Why? They're going to sit here and tell us there's not enough, there's not enough, there's not enough, when the only reason there's not enough is because of their overconsumption and their greed. That's the only reason that there's any perceived lack, is because of rich people hoarding. And it's just fucked, dude. It's just fucked because they make us hate each other. And everyone can somehow kind of agree on these topics, but no one will ever fucking, we can't seem to like activate on it. Why is that? Why is that? I think even when there aren't those large actions, I want us all to feel more fucking empowered. The world is fucking nuts right now. Stand the fuck up. Use your voice. Start practicing using your fucking voice. Learn your fucking rights and stand on them. If your landlord's fucking you over, stand the fuck up and say something. Demand things. Demand things from the fucking government. Demand things from corporations. Demand your full fucking value of shit. Demand everything you're fucking pay for. It's not up. No asking. There's no fucking asking corporations. Don't please demand shit. We are more powerful than they'd have us think. And I think that's why when I see people walking around giving all of their power, their agency, their power to change the world, their agency to create new ways, to create new systems, to be the fucking change, to be the example, they give away that agency to a fucking t-shirt, a logo, a bumper sticker, a political fucking party. And they stop there and they think that's a fucking enough. But they've created so much chaos in this world that being committed to a political a political system, it makes you feel like you're doing so much and giving so much because they've created such chaos around it to siphon off all of that energy, all of that consciousness of all of those people in those groups. And that siphoning of consciousness, that siphoning of energy, that is what fuels them to continue to run rampant over the world, because we're so fucking bugged out, so fucking zoned the fuck out, zombied the fuck out from the systems that they fucking created and the energetic fucking harvesting that they're doing. And it's like, that's not even woo-woo shit, dude. Like, do some fucking science. Like, literally learn science. The next person that I fucking hear saying, oh, that's such hippie bullshit. Like, learn fucking science. Learn how electricity works. Learn how consciousness fucking works. Learn how matter fucking works. Like, learn science and shut the fuck up. Because there's like, the only reason that people think stuff is hippie bullshit is because the amount of time that it would take to explain the scientific principles of what the fuck is going on, that how these groups and organizations are actually like literally changing your neural pathways. They're programming your neural pathways. That's literally all TikTok and social media is. That's literally all it is training and developing your neural highways. And that is what's going to create your default mode network, which is your most operated, your most traveled brain roads, your most traveled neural pathways. They're creating your default programming network, your default like thought processing system. Your brain is not even your fucking own. And people are going to sit and say that it's fucking hippie bullshit. Okay. But that's the fucking problem. That's the fucking problem. And that's a rant for another fucking day. But I really it makes me so fucking sad to see human beings, such powerful, each human being, you are so fucking powerful. Your consciousness is yours. And the cool thing about consciousness is all you have to do, I'm not saying it's not going to be a battle, but literally all you have to do, the laws of the universe state, all you have to do is reclaim your consciousness. Say it to the fucking universe. I call back all of my personal consciousness, all of my personal energy. I reclaim my energy. Keep doing that. Just say shit like that. Do actions that feel restorative. And then learn how to set fucking boundaries. And then educate yourself on all these topics by yourself individually. Do your own research on like scientific studies. Don't watch influencers. Start with the raw fucking data of the issue. Start with the fucking Constitution, then compare it to what the fuck is going on. And then let's tap back and let's fucking see. And then I'm not saying your entire fucking world is gonna be totally shifted, dude. I'm not saying that. But I am saying that you're likely gonna see some things that cause some cracks, and those cracks is all it fucking takes for you to start to realize that in the ways that you've bought into lies, the ways that you've bought into systems that are not truly helping you or helping anyone around you, reclaim your power. Like, just reclaim your power. Don't give it to anybody else. Keep it for your fucking self. Don't give it away to random ass ideas that you don't even actually fucking believe in, that have been forced down your throat by systems and technologies that we don't even fucking realize. Just be fucking mindful. Reclaim your own fucking energy. Reclaim your own power, because you need it. You need it in these moments in time. Your neighbors need it. Your family needs it. You need your consciousness, your power, your full being needs to belong to you. And that should be a big focus of everyone, I feel like, moving forward in these days. But yeah, I just think that should be one of our main focuses as a society, is like reclaiming our consciousness individually, and then, wringing it out, working with it, getting refamiliarized with it, and then intentionally sewing it back out into our communities and personal relationships in local environments first. Yeah, that's all I have to say, I guess. I mean, It's just so fucking hard, dude, to just like wake up in this, to just wake up some days. It's just so fucking hard. And yeah, I think such a good place to start with is reclaiming that power to remember why it's awesome to be human, to remember why it's cool to fucking be here, and to remember all the reasons that you have to, and all the reasons that you are lucky to be here. Yeah. But anyways, I hope you guys have a great day, a great week, a great month, a great life. And I'll talk to you soon.